Right, what is going on, guys? My name is Jason Brown and this is a new video on my Leica 3F. I've got a lot of things to show you. First of all, I've got a new lens for it. So last time I had the Jupiter 8. I had a feeling that that just wasn't the right combination for this camera, and I was right. So this is the, if I take this cap off, which is actually the body cap for the Leica cameras, this is the Leitz Summar 50mm f2 lens, and I did a bit of a restoration on this lens. So if I take that out of the collapsed position, like so, and lock it, so it comes out like that. There's a bit of a restoration where I gingerly took out almost all of the elements, gave it a really good clean with, because this is uncoated, I used hydrogen peroxide and ammonia. I wouldn't if it was coated, obviously, because that would have taken off the coating, but it's come out really nicely and I'm so glad I did it. And I also gave the aperture control a load of lithium grease, and I also re-greased the helicoid as well, so it's working really well. So I'm very happy with that, because a bit of a risk, but it's come out as a very good condition Summar, apart from the usual scratches on the front. Also, I bought some new film. So the photos from this camera that I'm going to show you are using this Kodak Color Plus 200 speed, and the photos are going to be before I clean the lens, so there's a little bit of haze on them. Now for these pictures I used AG Photo Lab from Birmingham, and I do a web order system, so that's my negatives in there, and I got them scanned to a CD, and these are scanned at medium resolution with JPEGs, and I thought their scanning and their chemical processes were really very good, and I was happy with that, but I would have scanned at a higher resolution if I knew how these would come out like, but it'll look fine on the video. So this first one, I can't show you all these pictures because these are obviously sort of my personal pictures of family, but picture of a tree, again not very interesting, but you can see a little bit of haze coming in. It's not too bad. This is before it's been cleaned, but if I zoom in 1:1 on the scan, you can see it's like just tack sharp, which is exactly what I'm looking for. It just gives a nice lens to use with this camera. And again, this next picture of the landscape where I live, it looks pretty good. With the film, I'm not too sure about it, because although some of these pictures do look really nice, it hasn't got quite the same wow factor as the Kodak Portra that I used previously. And I quite like this picture. It was a really hot day, and we're at these sort of waterfalls, and these guys were jumping in. So I took a picture there. If you see, there's quite a lot of haze coming in, just because of the angle of how I took it and how the sun was. But it's again really tack sharp, and the colours have come out quite nicely with this Kodak film. Now this picture I was using the Sunny 16 rule, but I obviously didn't realise that although there was sunlight coming in, it was in the shadows, so that was my mistake. But you can see how it looks underexposed. I was quite surprised because it's really quite washed out and almost like an Instagram filter, but just an interesting picture there. So in a couple of days I'm going to be doing some portrait pictures, and I was initially going to use this Kodak film, but after the results I'm not too keen on it, especially for something a little more professional. So I picked up Kodak Ektar 100, and I haven't used this before. I have used Portra 400, and I know that it's probably better for portraits, but these particular pictures I want to be really punchy, so I'll be sort of being very careful with the exposure. And then this is my first black and white film, Ilford HP5. I mean, I've heard a lot about it. It's a 400 speed, and hopefully that will just work a dream. I don't think I'll be needing too much thinking about this film. It's just going to come out really well. So that's what I've been using, as well as Portra 400 as well. And this camera just works a dream. It's just a beautiful little camera, and I'm trying to keep it as in good condition as I possibly can. It's really, really nice. See ya.